Greetings everyone and welcome back to Backpack Hero. It is a beautiful 31st of December. The ferrets are happy, Tilly has been fed, the sun is out but around the other side of the house, so I don't have to actually look at it. I can just see that the world is brighter than usual and I am feeling good. For once I am recording Backpack Hero at a time when my brain is mostly turned on. We will see if this has any appreciable effect on the outcome. We have a bone to settle with Tote. If Tote is even here. A couple of people in the comments have said that it looks like that should have worked and that Tote would have shown up in Haversack Hill had I gone back, and in fact some of the items that I'd sent back may well be there thanks to Parcel. However, a little bit more info, someone very, very kindly, and this is something I completely missed. I actually even went over onto the Discord and was chatting with the devs and other players, trying to work out what on earth happened at the end of that game there, because I was under the impression that if you won a battle, that was it, the battle was over, and any potentially queued up damage would go away. That is certainly the case with curses. But a very observant viewer managed to take the time to look through and believes that they have managed to isolate what happened as an extreme edge case. And it all came down to the power of friendship. We charmed Tote. When Tote's health dropped below 1, that is to 0, thus ending the game, it also dropped Tote's health below the charm threshold, which at that point was 1. It was always 1. If ever I hit Tote, I inflicted 1 point of charm. And so that meant that Tote switched over to my side, immediately preceding the thwacking that brought her low, that planted her face on the ground, that otherwise would have ended the battle, but instead she was now on my team, so it just triggered an end of turn, after which it would have noticed there are no enemies. You've won the fight. So it did give it the chance to trigger all of the end of turn effects, which otherwise would have been skipped. Friends, eh? My lord. Oh well, lesson learned, and also perhaps a very, very specific edge case will be investigated and might be patched out. Nevertheless, we're going to try again. I don't know if Tote is going to be here. We are going to go to see if we can find Tote, and maybe this time we will build our setup a little bit differently in order to deal with it. But this time we're going to go to the crypt, and then we're going to go on to the enchanted swamp, I think. So, right, it's been a while since we've been at the crypt, so let's get out there and start things off. Now, I can't guard, so that's going to be a bit of a problem, actually. I very much need to take you down. I do 7 damage, and I've got enough energy. I'm not sure which one of you is going to be the worst to deal with. You've got the lowest health, so I'm going to go for you for now. There we are. Chomp. And then we will try and finish you off. I don't have enough, even with this, to finish you off, but I will only take 6 damage if I just do that like so. In fact, I would have been able to do that otherwise. You're going to use a hazard, create a static in the space below. On use, hurts. Let's not deal with that, shall we? There we go, nice little level up. As always, try and get something ready for a pair of boots, some helmets, some passive block, because we don't have a shield. There we go, a helmet, marvelous. Right, the alloy. I guess I'll just tuck alloy over there for now. We've got the clean burn, probably not something we're going to be using. However, I'm going to take this. Items this is played on are destroyed. Must be played on an item. Removes 100% of status effects on self. I mean, this combined with the explosives would be a pretty potent attack. We'll grab the poison. Oh, I can't take anything more. Sorry, I wasn't facing down there. I was just thinking about all of the lovely gubbins I was about to take to the Gubbins Grotto. But alas, I've been thwarted. What? A Mask of Pride. For each item below, plus 2 block. On take damage, items below are disabled for 1 turn. I'm gonna say no, because I have no block. That being said, if I do this, then I suppose I will, in fact, get a bunch of block, but it's still only giving me 8 natural block. Now, it's on take damage, so if we take damage to our health, I believe, block will still work for that. Which of these items do I particularly want? That one is... Well, someone was asking for a cleaver build. Sure, I can see about trying to make a cleaver build for you. we'll see what we can do. Right, first thing I would like to do is pump and then follow up. We're going to take you out first. 1, 2. Now you're going to disable my sword, which does leave me with a cleaver there. That's fine. Actually, no, though, you might not. Let's see. We have had this mask before, but I forget how it worked for us. Reorganize now to get this. Flowers on use, adds 1 energy and adds 1 luck. Sure. Yeah, I'll take that off your hands straight away. Let's just tuck that in there, and then I can slide that over as well. Do I really want to slide that over? Probably not. Since I've got reorganize, I may as well make the most out of it. This way we get the most block there. There we are. We'll just end the turn. I'll allow you to build up your block. You're not going to be able to get through my block. I could go for a second cleaver. We could start building up for the cleaver build. I'm not going to be able to get through the block anyway, so I might as well. Just slide that over there, bring in that second cleaver. Now, these two cleavers together aren't going to do anything, but we do have some interesting cleavers open to us at this point. I have used Reorganize more in this run than I have in most other runs I've ever done. What a strange situation we find ourselves in. Right, shall I start building out a central block? We're going to bring things out along the bottom there. But expanding out a little bit will be very useful, yes. We've got the teddy bear sword once again. For each adjacent accessory, +2 damage. We have got the winter's hat. For each festive item below, +1 block. And each combat adds luck. We've got a pearl. Weapons 2 spaces away get +4 damage. Okay, we've got a couple of things that we can play with here. We have got a healing wand. That would allow us to get some regeneration out the gate. It's not a biggie, though. For now, I'm not that fussed on this one. Let's see. Actually, I would like you to be across here. So we've got Winter's Hat. For each festive item below, +1 block. We don't have any festive items, but each combat adds luck. Each turn adds 1 block, currently. That's not terribly bad. If I pop this in there, you will get a bit of a bonus, whereas if I do that, my Shiv gets a pretty nice bonus, and considering the Shiv gets activated for free each turn, that is going to be glorious. I could also bring in the teddy bear sword, which would naturally get a bit of a boon. However, if I were to shimmy things around just a wee bit, let's go ahead and do this. If I then pop that up there, we've got a bonus over here. And if... oh, I can't take that as well. That's a shame. I could drop the festive hat. Because... I need to shimmy one further along. That's a shame. I was kind of hopeful that this would also be able to affect it, and it's a little bit less useful at this point. Still, this is 9 damage per 1. That is now better than the wooden sword. The wooden sword is needed for research, apparently. Oh, yes it is. The wooden blade. I am confused about that one, but okay. Yeah, okay, that seems fair enough. We'll roll with this for now. I'm not sure that is the best place that I can put this. But it is, yeah, weapons 2 spaces away get 4. Why is this not triggering on you? Of course, the teddy bear sword is not a weapon. I keep forgetting that. The teddy bear sword is not considered a weapon by the game. Alright, then that means I need to shimmy some things around in a different way to get the maximum effect out of this. That works quite nicely. Is this an accessory? Yes, indeed it is. Let's slide that one down there then. There we go. We've got a couple of things now that are giving us some good damage output. Alright, that'll do for now. Oh, wait a second. Haha! I imagine quite a few people in chat were like, no! Shh, it's fine. It's fine. I am paying attention, or trying to. I'm trying a little experiment. Before I click on any buttons, I do a mental checklist. Before I click on any buttons that move me out of an area. And one of them is to check what is not in the backpack. In before, I will forget to do that at some point. And now I've pointed out that I'm trying to do it. It's going to be even worse. All right, let's go ahead and grab all of this. There we go. All right, let's have a look at you then. Let's get some damage down. We've already got enough block that it's not going to be a problem. Let's go ahead. There's 13 damage right here. My lord, that is just beautiful. Let's take you down. Thank you. And then finish you off. I could go for the energy and add luck as well, but that is going to reduce the block that we're getting. Do I really need to? It's taking up quite a lot of room, honestly, so sure. We'll grab that extra luck. Let's see what lucky items we got. Nothing of particular worth, except the lucky ring, which I am actually very much in favor of taking. We've also got the crisis ring. Adjacent items are used. Adjacent items are then disabled for the rest of combat. Not really something that I'm particularly interested in. Apparently we need a sort of an explosive arrow, but it doesn't really show that we do. Deals 10 damage to all enemies. I think we'll just grab that, frankly. I mean, I could bring that along for something. Deals 12 damage to all enemies then destroyed. That is actually better. Let's go for that then. Okay, that's... well, I guess I could bring this along instead. I'll just leave that behind. The basic cleavers are not really the ones you want for a cleaver build. You want the special cleavers that give you large amounts of upgrades. Give arrow. It's a projectile. Would that count? No, apparently not. I'm so sorry. You continue onward. Cannot help the capybara. Sad times of these. I should have checked what the capybara wanted, actually, before going into other areas. Not that we would have actually had anything to use for that, but the order of operation is generally going to be... Wow, this is a rare map where I can see everything on the map right from the beginning. Okay, well, let's see what's up here. Our possum friend. I will come back to you. First, we are going to go and grab us some more coins. Then I'm going to check what's in the shop. What have you got for sale? Oh, thank goodness. A shield. Also, a pouch. Very nice. The frozen hammer, a legendary weapon. 35, we could probably get up to that. Deals 2 damage and applies 3 freeze to enemy. The golden shiv can be used 1 time each turn. On use, deals 2 damage. On kill, generates gold. So as long as we hold off for that one, it would be quite a nice one. On use, deals 4 damage when a cleaver kills a non-summoned enemy. This gains damage that combat. So as long as I could get that in position of this... Might not be a bad one. So that one does 4. Well, all of them do 4, but this would give it up, bring it all the way up to 8. That's a lot of damage output there. That becomes quite possible. I'm going to have a look around, see if I can't find a couple of other things that I might want. Conductive. Each turn adds 1 mana to the connected mana network. If no mana is connected, then we'll disable it. Useful. If I have 1 mana gem, it's a 1-tile thing that tops up my mana. Adjacent to diagonal armor gets +1 block, adds 7 block itself. I think that is going to be something we need. And I'm going to take it right now, even though we've got other things that we kind of want. But this is going to bring up our passive block, and it gives me a shield. Realistically, I am not going to be using that up there in place of a shiv, for example. And at this point, I guess I could also... can I shimmy that across? Yes, perfect. It still triggers the adjacency there. So this is going to get a bonus here, and we're going to pick up this cleaver. All right, nice. This is now up to 8 damage. We might be able to use that to finish off some fights. It only costs 12 for the pouch, which would allow me to gather more stuff and bring it over here. Especially stuff that I don't really need right now. That's a solid one, actually. Have I got something here that I wouldn't mind selling on? Sure. We'll say goodbye to you, and I will take this in instead. And now I can open the pouch. I can slide that. You know what? Let me do this out of here. So close the pouch for now. Thank you very much. I will enjoy it. I am sure of that. Right, now I'm here. Let's pop things into the pouch. Oh, you can just hover over it. Thank you very much, by the way, for that tip. I had not been paying attention to that one before. We're not going to need that until much later, so there's no reason for me to have that out and about right now. I am going to slide this dice over there. Going to have this down there just so it doesn't get deactivated in any weird shenanigans. Slide this over there, and then we've got a nice 2 space down here ready for us to roll with. Okay, not bad. Actually, I'll pop the pouch down there just in case we get another helmet. Okay, I think this is a good setup. Let's go and take on our next fight. We've got 2 bearded dragons. One is about to apply 3 burn, and the other one is about to set me on fire. Neither of which are things that I particularly want to see happen to me. This is only going to deal 11 damage, which is good, because that means I can use this to kill you. Let's go ahead with that, and wallop. There we go. This has now got a permanent increase. Amazing. Okay, so the Spade Cleaver is already given that +1. Let's have a look. Now, this one's going to be more useful in very big fights, because it's not a permanent upgrade, but it is something that I think will help us out moving through, because it's, again, already up to 9. We just need a couple more things that are going to affect this, and we'll be golden. There we go. Nice. Level up. All right, let's make a little bit more room over here. Yeah, I think that one's good. That gives us some room for armor if I want to pop that in there. Got another helmet. Perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for, actually. We've got the cactus on take damage. Add 7 spikes to self. That is a very, very good item right there. Let's see. We need that to get the crab cactus as well. So it's well worth us holding on to. This shiv at this point, I wouldn't mind taking you. Just popping you over there. And I think that's pretty much it. We can't take anything else, but that is fine. Ultimately, having this in a position where it can hit multiple items would be better for me. Here would be the most obvious place. So let's just shimmy some things around. And then I can have that over there. Now, this is affecting all of them, which is exactly what we want, ultimately. I would like to pop you there. I'll have to have this sword around here, I think. We've got... That is considered an accessory. Actually, Tote's item is considered an accessory as well. All of these are considered accessories, so that's fine, though. If I shimmy that up, does it still affect it? No. I think this should be okay, then. I mean, ultimately, it's whether I want to really push the damage up, because if I pop that there, we've now got 17 damage on the teddy bear sword. There's only one more damage point that I could get, and it would involve me sliding, bringing out Tote's item. Or, no, it is a relic rather than an accessory. Okay, no, this is good enough for now. Excuse me there. I guess I'll just pop that over there for now. I'm probably not going to be using it in favor of these 3. This one costs no energy. This one costs 1. This one costs 1, but this one gets a little bit stronger over time. We'll just see what we can make happen with it. Ah, there we go. There was more to see. Right, well, let's go and get another fight on. We want to find a present, frankly. Right, I don't want to have to deal with your slime, so let's try and take you out first and foremost. So let's open up with a shiv, and if I could use the acidic potion now, I suppose. So let's use our items often if we can. There we are, finish you. And then do a little bit more damage here. Now, I could have gone for the extra gold, actually, thinking about it, but, oh, well, that's fine. Right, let's see what you do. Nothing too bad. I could... How much... Yeah, we could just finish you off to get a bit of extra gold there. I think that's more useful than this one, honestly. Right, okay, we've got another shield. We've got another cleaver. We've got an arrow, finally. We have got a shoe hat. Now, the shoe hats are particularly wonderful. That is considered armor, though, so it's not the best thing to have near here. I'd lose some damage for that one. Still, shoe hat here is going to give us 2 block. If I popped it over there, it would give us 4. Am I willing to sacrifice 2? Yeah, I think so. We've got enough damage coming in right now, but that shouldn't be a problem for us, so I don't really mind that one too much. We still don't really have festive items, unless this is considered festive. No, it's not. Cactus isn't considered festive, apparently. More's a pity, really. Let's go ahead and just fill up on a couple of odds and sods, unless it's something that is uncommon here. No. Okay, well, that's fine. Still no presents yet. So I'm going to grab a little bit of extras. Now, what do we have here? We have dynamite and a wand and a ring. Well, there's no reason for me to not stack things in here at this point, and I can just get rid of the things that I don't want to keep. Can I open this on the fly, though? Do I have anything that is capable of destroying something? No. Well, that's fine, then. Let's pop you in here. I will have to... I'll just lose the arrow. It isn't really... Well, actually, that being said, I can just do this. There's no reason to lose anything. All right. Right. What have you got over here, then? Unfortunately, I haven't found a present. We shall pray for the possum. You kneel to pray for him. He opens a single eye. Nobody's ever done anything nice for me before, he says. You aren't here to salute me? He gives you a gift and then lays back down. We got ourselves a lucky shiv. On use, deals 2 damage. On kill, non-summon, adds great luck. Honestly, as much as the cleaver build is tempting, this is getting very hard to justify. I think we're going to lose the arrow. The arrow just isn't necessary. It's getting very hard not to justify having that around. Great luck is huge. And on top of the luck we've already got, we're going to be seeing some very nice items popping. I'm so sorry. Anna bless us, everyone. I don't have a gift. I understand, he says, wiping the grime from the dirty pads of his paws. You have to be good to get gifts, and I guess I haven't. I'll give you anything in my backpack. You want the lucky shoe? No. Why give me that event when there are no presents here? I haven't even seen presents in the run yet. Rude, game. Rude, I tell you. We cannot now afford the Frozen Hammer, which is a shame because it is an amazing weapon. But honestly, our current build is doing oodles of damage as is, so I'm not really that worried about it. Okay, now this is good. Since we're leaving this floor anyway, let's open the pouch and sell off some things that we aren't intending to keep. This ring, for example, don't need it. Would you like the liquid block? No, you do not. Fair enough. Well, let's make our way out. We'll grab a little bit of extra health on the way. There we go, and head down to the finale. And while we're on our way down, I will take a big swig of tea. A very, very smoky Lapsang Souchong today. I'm going to be honest, I may have oversteeped it. I don't often make that mistake, but I feel that maybe I allowed this Lapsang Souchong to get a little bit too characterful, if truth be told. Right, let's deal with you then. It breaks my heart, but here we are. All right, I'm going to use Great Luck straight away. You are not going to do enough block damage. I can't get into the pouch. Sad. I would have liked to have been able to do that, but oh well. Let's just wallop you then a bit. Now we've got 3 shivs that are going to get a good bit of damage. Actually, since that's there anyway, it's fine. We've got enough going for us as is. Yeah, all of those can be used. Womp, womp, womp. Already down to 91. You're going to do a fair bit of damage to give you credit. I'm not going to say fair bit of damage and then have to say fair again. I use the same words far too much, which is why I'm especially pleased that Lady Sheila actually got me a book for Christmas. I have not done enough English reading in far too long. I have allowed my skills with English to get very rusty, and this needs to stop. Right, what do we want? Great luck or money? I'm actually going to say great luck here. I'm going to need to wallop you again. I brought you out of that position. That was silly of me. Okay, well, let's smack you then instead for the remaining damage that I've got. Let's do this. I'll bring you within Death's Embrace. Though I'm not sure that I'm necessarily going to be able to use any of the words I'm now refreshing my brain on from this book, since it's the Necronomicon, because Lady Sheilab knows me too well. If I start sounding a little bit oldie-wormy and oldie-wildy and well, maybe oldie-wormy, you know what? The Necronomicon is already getting into my head a little bit. But start airing a little bit too much on the side of prose, well, you know who to blame. Right, we've got the Shield Demon. All shields get this effect applied. On use, all adjacent weapons are used. All shields get this effect applied. On use, adjacent weapons are disabled this turn. Stopwatch. Can be used 1 time each combat. Adds 1 sleep to all enemies. And then the Barbell. On take damage, each turn effects are applied again. Disable for 1 turn. On take damage each turn. Each turn. This will be each turn. That's not a bad idea, because if I take any damage at all, it'll just reapply on my block. Then it'll be disabled for 1 turn. But the problem with that is if I have hazards which do each turn damage, they'd get applied again. That would be rough. Or I can have all my shields trigger all my weapons, because currently my weapons are these. I wonder. All adjacent weapons. So it would have to be an adjacent weapon for it to trigger. Still, that might not be a bad choice. If I bring that in, I can probably move this around such that I will automatically use at least some of my weapons. And I will use them effectively for free. Those weapons are then disabled, which means I can use the shield again. So it just gives me a reason to use the shield multiple times. I think this is the one we're going to take. Though I am going to have to shimmy things around to make that work, of course. Nevertheless, that was a good pick, I feel. Right, we've got a couple of odds and sods that I would like to send on, but how many of those odds and sods are worth me sending on? We got a little bit of room, so sure. Let's go over here, open this up, see what's inside. Okay, great luck. So we've got the fishing hook, we've got a shortcut map, not really something I'm that interested in. The poison whetstone, though, can be used one time each turn on use, adds 1 poison to self and all weapons in this row. Get 3 poison this combat. This is a huge one. Absolutely bonkers huge. And then the fishing hook, of course. On kill, non-summon, creates a fish in the adjacent space. On use, deals 10 damage, +1 to the energy cost for this combat. So realistically, we could only use that infrequently in order to generate fish. Like once a combat, but still, it might not be a bad one. This is definitely worth taking back with us. We are absolutely going to send that with us, pop this in there. Is there anything else I particularly want to grab? I mean, I'm not actually that fond of this, so let's get rid of that cleaver. There we go. That's good enough, I think. There we are. Right, let's head on over. Do we need any healing? We do technically, but I think I'm going to pay the 10 gold to gain more health because we're in a fairly good position as it is. Right, parcel. Hello. I take items to and from Aavak Hills. Indeed you do. Okay, there we go. Now, just to explain some of my reasoning here, you may be looking at the shoe hat first and foremost, adding 3 block based on its position next to the knight shield. If I move it down here, I only get 1 extra block anyway, so it really isn't that much of a loss. If I pop it upside down, then I would get 4 block from the knight shield. So actually, if I moved it over there, I'll still get the 4 block. Oh, never mind then. In that case, I'm going to put it there. Let's shimmy some of these around a little bit if I am able, and I should be able to. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so a little bit of an adjustment there. We've still got 15 damage on the teddy bear sword thanks to the proximity to accessories, and I'll just move the dice up there because eventually I'm going to use it. All of the shivs are now within range of the pearl, and these 2 shivs are going to be getting the upgrade. These are the ones that I will be using specifically on my own terms, and I didn't want them next to the shield because I'd have no control over which one was getting activated first and thus which one was doing the killing in that case. But we've still got the shiv up here that's going to get a activation. I can use it first, then use the knight shield to possibly trigger it again. I don't know, but right now this is simply there because I don't have any other weapons I would like to put there. Ultimately, I want weapons around this knight shield that are expensive to use because the knight shield will allow me to use them once a turn for 1 energy. And that is the beauty of this particular artifact. As for the pouch, if we have a look inside, we've got Tote's Totem and a shortcut map. The map is largely there for me to sell. And if we have a look down here, here is what we're sending on. Oh my lord, it took me longer than I would like to admit to decide on all of that. But we are done now, so you can head on your way. Hopefully you'll take all of that stuff back for me, and we can go down to the Enchanted Swamp. There we go. Thank you very much, Parcel. See you back in Aavak Hill, hopefully, without me having died to Tote again. Right. Let's have a quick gander. Okay, we've got a timer over there, so we're going to make a beeline straight for that. Hello. Some hexes that I very much disapprove of. Right. Well, we've got a goodly amount of damage possible over here, so let's go for you. I wonder if this would still activate it or not. I guess we'll find out, but let's go with the sword first. Let's bring you nice and low, and then I fancy the gold, frankly, so let's grab that for now. And at this point, I'm going to use the shit. We don't need to worry about that incoming damage there at all. Now, 3 poison I don't really like the look of. I'm going to activate the poison whetstone. This is going to give me a little bit of nastiness, but now I've got both of these that have got a huge amount of outgoing damage. The teddy bear sword, of course, does not, because that's just the way the teddy bear sword works. Let's pop the damage there, get a little bit more besides. We haven't quite brought you low enough to take the damage I want to do. Ooh, that is a nice one. But again, it's something that can only be used once a turn, and it's already costs me nothing to use, so it's not really the right thing for me here. Instead, we're going to do this, and do we want to go for some great luck here? We've already got some gold out of this fight, so sure, great luck it is. Finally, we can expand out a bit. Let's make some more room for armor and, of course, for weapons. And furthermore, expand this out just a little bit as well. Right, we've got a nice large mana stone there, which might be... Wow, another ring? This is the ring run, apparently. Right, well, we've got quite a lot of places that we can put this. I don't need to have that with me. Having this out with me wouldn't be bad in the face of other things. I will place one of you into the backpack. We'll take that since it doesn't take up much room. There we go. The reason why I'm bringing the food is simple. It's going to give me a solid amount of energy. In fact, I can move that up there now. This is still only giving me 4 block. It's not the best, honestly. I need to get another helmet up there, but it doesn't really matter where it goes, I suppose. Right, let's see if we can get... Oh, well, not quite, but we've got one more fight to get through before we can get back at... Really? The same fight again? Oh, no, actually, it's not the same fight. That is a lie. I was getting flustered for nothing. Right, let's go ahead and use you, and then wail on you a little bit, bring you close. We've got a grand total of 18 damage here. I think I want a little bit more than that, so let's bring you nice and close and then finish you off. Get some more cash ready for a shop. And sure, let's use the remaining. There we go. Nice. Taking a little bit of damage each time, but that's okay. We do need to find a way of healing through that, though. That's actually going to become a very important one. Do we want great luck? Sure. Let's get great luck. What do we get? Okay, we did actually get some decent luck, and we've got the grapple. Oh, we've got a present. Thank goodness, that's going straight in there. Right, we've got citrine, adjacent weapons below, get 3 damage. This can be rotated, however. We're going to pop that there so that the golden shiv is now doing a whomping 9 damage. Very, very nice indeed. Should have eaten the rest of that, honestly. Well, I guess I'll keep hold of this until the next opportunity. Could take a ring for luck. I could, at this point, pick up the red hoodie. On take damage, adds 3 max HP. This is on take damage. So I would need to let them hit me through my armor. I'm not liking it. Can be used 1 time each turn. Pulls the backmost enemy to the front of the group. I mean, we'll take this simply because it is going to be wildly more valuable to me than almost anything else. Is there anything else here that's there's a rare there. I can't take it. Did I already put something in here? No, nothing that I picked up from, well, the citrine, I guess, but I would like to take this just to sell. Moves up 1 space on use, but I'm going to forego that one. That's fine. We're finished making our choices. That one is just a mana shard. Right, do we have a shop? We do have a shop. Let's go ahead and grab the gold though first before we go down there. And also let's check out what else is going on this floor. We've got a spin here. Who are we going to be fighting? Of course, we're going to be fighting the speaker. I think it's always going to be the speaker on this level, it seems. Right, let's have a quick gander. What can I afford? We've got some chonky items. Deals 10 damage, anchored for 2 combats. We've got this. If there is an adjacent weapon, -2 damage, but it deals 4 damage to all enemies. We've got some options here, some pretty solid options. Right, let's open the pouch. I'm going to sell this. Pump for a wallop load of cash. And at this point, I'm going to move the meal inside so I can make some room for what we're going to take. Now, this is a very tempting one, but it's such a large item. It would benefit from the pearl, though. But it should not go there. This would have to be on this side, I think, which would put it next to 2 weapons. I could, of course, take the paladin sword. Deals 10 damage, anchored for 2 combats. Now that's the part that's a bit difficult for me to accept there, unfortunately. I think we're going to have to sell this. It's just no use to me. Do we have any other items then? Well, we're going to take the Paladin Sword because that's a very, very nice weapon. We're just not using the dice. But I should be able to use it even from my backpack. We could grab one of the cleavers then. Just pop that one over here so that will get activated. There we are. If I had a weapon that also was an accessory, it would be beautiful to place that just above you. Of course, I could just reduce the amount of outgoing damage a little bit. That is not a bad one. Right now, we're not using the alloy, and I am quite aware that I'm just keeping it in my backpack for no good reason at this point. There is a version of Offence where I get rid of this because it's not that great. Reduce damage to 1 if I would take 5 or less. I mean, that does give me a lot more life, but it's kind of banking on failure. That being said, if we consider the types of damage that Tote's burrs do, I believe they did 3 damage each, which would mean that this would activate on every single burr activation, reducing that damage to 1. So yes, it's absolutely worth keeping. But is it worth keeping in out and about in my backpack? That's another question entirely, honestly. Is this considered an accessory? No, it's considered a relic, of course. Well, we're going to shimmy that one up then. All right, this is good enough for now. We're getting the use out of 2 decent weapons, I suppose. I could always shimmy that up instead and take a cleaver and fill that spot, but I'm sure we can find another weapon. I don't need to buy one off the merchant here, and in fact we might indeed find one just down here when we open this up, and I perhaps should have checked that first, really. We've got another present. Might not be a bad one to grab for each hazard in this row. Battle ring. None of them are truly amazing. This is about the only thing that I would really like to have. But fitting it in our setup would be very difficult right now. I think we're just going to leave this behind. Pick up a couple of things for the sake of using them later in the run. Okay, good enough for me. We're not going to bother spinning. I'm not that interested in the potential prizes that we might get from that. We're already struggling with space. I know, an inventory management game where I'm struggling for space. Who would have thunk it? Ah, there we are. Perfect. All right. Now, the tricky part is here. Give gift. Can I open this? Tonk. There you go. Oh, thank you, he cries out. Here, I found this item when I was lying in the gutters. Once you've held it once, you might start seeing this item everywhere. I swear this is just a massive con. An enormous con. But fine. There we go. We've got the hat there. All right. And a final gift as well. Here you go. Let's see. Candy King Blade. On use, deals 6 damage. Adjacent festive items are destroyed. When an adjacent festive item is destroyed, permanent +1 damage. I mean, it's a bit rough to say goodbye to the festive item permanently, but sure. Okay, and I'm not throwing that away because I bought it with actual money. Although I could slide this across there. I would have to say, well, you know what? Sure, let's just do that. We're going all in on the shield activating these weapons now. And that shiv of ours is going to be stowed away for the time being. Okay, the items will be disabled this turn. That's fine. I'm in no great urge to spend my energy on them more than once anyway. So this is going to be quite a powerful build, actually. I'm reasonably excited to see how this goes. Okay, this is going to be a good test of it. Let's wallop you and see how much we do. Down to 12. Perfect. A little bit more than I would have liked, actually, but oh well. Alright, let's wallop and then finish you off for some gold. I would now... That's now anchored in place. We can now just kind of wail on you with the teddy bears. Oh, actually, we're going to use this instead. There we go. We're going to get these 2 weapons powered up a little bit. Right. Puff of smoke. We'll pop it over there. Right. This turn. How much damage is coming my way? Too much damage is coming my way. Damn it. Come because I would love to grab the tinsel. But I would then have to face a lot of pain. Damn, drat and blast, I say. Alright, well, I'm going to get some luck out of this. Especially because I don't have the rings with me anymore. Right, and we can then just start wailing on you. There you go. Sadly, I can't use my items, so I'm going to have to just clear that up there. Can I now use it? There we go, perfect. We did lose a little bit of health, but that's fine. Alright, get items. Let's have a look what we've got. We've got some gold. We've got a sweaty towel. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the universe, but certainly wouldn't turn my nose up at it. I will grab this key and I'm going to stow it in here. Really, we don't need all of these lucky rings. If I'm using this, we should be okay. I will take some old coins as well. Get rid of another lucky ring. And is there anything else here that is of particular value to me? I guess I'll take the potion. Sure, we might make use of that. All right, finish choosing. There we go. Let's go and grab ourselves a heal. We'll go and get some cash. Let's go and fight this opponent and see what we've got left. Okay, so we don't want to take out the honey guide unless we can take out the honey badger first, I guess. 12 damage to all enemies for no cost. Sure, let's use that. I would like to... It's 13 damage there. Bring you within one hit. Then I'm going to use all of my weapons on you. And we're going to take out these two in one go. I'm going to have one with the golden shiv, one with the lucky shiv, and I guess we'll just finish you off. There we are, not too bad at all. Got a level up for our troubles as well. Very, very nice indeed. Now with this one, I think going this way with this this weapon here is going to be perfect for us as well if I activate a couple more spaces above it. Done, done, and done. Right, let's get items. Okay. Okay, not looking too bad. We've got reading glasses. Can be used one time each turn. On use, adjacent books are used. On take damage, they get destroyed. That is a shame. Vampiric, on use, deals 2 damage. Will this still affect it? No, it won't. That's a bit of a pain. I can't move that one for now. I would like that set up where it's at. Need to shimmy that out basically over there so it's out of the way, though ultimately that space was created so that I could use that a little bit easier. We'll see how this goes. I could always move this as well. I could reorient it so that we get even more bang for buck out of this. There's a lot of ways that we're going to be able to use this, but any other configuration we lose some of the protection that we've got going on right now. I've got the fire star. That's not too bad. I'll take you. I'll bring these along just to sell, frankly. And I'll take out the luck ring, I guess, for now. Just pop that in there. I don't think there's anything else here that we really need. Okay, we're done. All right, let's have a look. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to sell the... Ooh. The Jade Axe. This costs 2 gold to use, but deals 14 damage and adjacent weapons get +1 damage this turn. Well... This is very much trying to drive us towards a very particular sort of build, isn't it? Alright. This is an awkward item to place, but we have got the room for it. Alright, let's shimmy some things around then. I want to keep the Vampiric Blade, of course. Alright, we want this one over there. I can have Vampiric Blade over here. This gives me some natural healing. I will lose a lot of block, though. So adding 9 block. This is adding 5 block. Once this moves, I can reposition some things around a little bit better. Do I have anything else that I can just shed from in here? The shortcut map, yes. Just sell that one straight away. I don't care about keeping this. Do I really care about this relic? I do, for the reasons that I stated earlier. We can sell this, I suppose, just to make a little bit of room. And I can discard something like the shiv there. Well, actually, the shiv I need for research, so let's see if we can make this make a little bit more sense for us. I guess I could just keep the vampiric blade for now. Especially because this one is going to be adding damage to it, though ultimately the vampiric blade would be one of the best ones to have benefit from the pearl, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think getting the... Oh, and the vampiric blade maybe also causing poison. Wow. That would be a very, very, very good attack then. If I were to do something like this, I would still need to use energy to activate it, sure, but I can now get the vampiric blade to be poisonous. And this is going to buff the damage of the vampiric blade as well. Okay, this is definitely a potential build that is going to absolutely trounce our opponents, but I need a little bit more room, I think. What was this one? Cleaning rag. When an adjacent weapon is used, removes 1 poison from self. Oh. Well, isn't that quite a useful one? You won't take any more items, so I'm going to have to just discard that, I guess. But we've gone from having not enough weapons to having far too many in a very, very short space of time. How vexing. But alright. I would love this on 2 weapons, but I'll take it on 1, since that will get rid of the 1 poison I'll deal to myself. But ultimately we want that on multiple weapons in the long run. Okay, this is good enough for now. I'll keep the extra luck. Alright, off we go. What are we going to now? We've got a battle down here, some experience up there. We are not going to see another level, or at least I very much doubt it. Right, okay, well, first and indeed foremost, let's get the poison on the go. Let's absolutely demolish you. Let's use this to finish you off. There we go. We can use this now to get some more health. Don't need to, and we'll remove our poison as well, and then just open up your defenses a bit. Pop that down there. And pop that over there, and I'm hopeful that this will be able to pass through it. I don't know if that's the way it's going to work, but we'll see. Right, could we manage to get through your defenses? Yes, we can. There we are. And then get a little bit of extra cash. I would very much like to use this if I'm able to. Never mind, I suppose. Right, there we go. We win. We've got a machete. We've got the apprentice staff. These are not super useful. When a weapon kills an enemy, add 3 haste to self. This is well worth getting rid of the lucky ring for. Alright. Now, the problem with the Paladin Sword is right now, every time I use the shield, I'm going to lock this in space for 2 combats. So we're never going to move the Paladin Sword as it stands. So I'm going to need to go through a fight or 2 just without using that in order to be able to move that around into a better position. I'm not looking to make a deal, but what kind of deal is it? A different item to say rarity? No. If it was more rare, then maybe, but as it stands, no. Right, okay, we've got you over here that we need to get through. Now, Oh, honey has made it sticky for 1 combat, that's fine. I wasn't going to move it anyway. Let's power you up. I'm not going to be using this one. I would love to get through your defenses if I could. Let's go 1, and then I'm not going to be able to get through it again because your bloody defenses. There we go. That's not too bad. Right, I'm going to have to deal with you relatively soon. And of course, I'm using up cash to activate this, so maybe I'll hold off for a little bit. Right, let's use this. I would very much like to just wail through your initial defenses, finish you off with the golden shiv, get a little bit more cash, getting even more haste down there that we're not going to be using. Well, I mean, the haste is actually working on our passive block, if nothing else. There we go, and then we should be able to very, very quickly clean up. That was not bad at all. We didn't get any great luck because I just didn't value it at this point. We could perhaps take back the cash for Haversack Hill. Sure, I'll bring that along. We can easily afford to shed that at this point to pick up something more useful. I guess this ring will come back with us. Okay, finish using. Right, onwards we go. We've got 2 fights over here, and you may notice that I'm now basically avoiding going for any gear in the chest. We will do that right at the end, but for the time being, I just don't feel that it's really that necessary for us. Right, want to get through you as quickly as we can. Of course, I still can't use that because I was dumb and didn't consider doing that first. I do regret that choice. We've got 13 damage, that's good. Let's go for some luck here. So we've now got double luck thanks to killing them, which will come in very, very handy, as you might imagine. Right, there we go. Hit you. You're going to be within killing distance next turn. Took a little bit of damage, but that's fine. There we are. And 1, 2. Oh. Disable. Mask. Oh, we took damage. Oh, I forgot about that. Well. Okay, well, I guess we'll just wipe you out then. That was my bad for forgetting that even did that even had a function. It's been that long. Right, there we go. You've gone into pure defense mode. We're just going to end the turn here. There's no real point. Well, I guess we could have queued up some poison, I suppose. Showing me as well. There we are. And that will work through your defenses. Go. And wallop you down. Will we be able to get you... Yes, we are. Into poison... poison sickness territory. Right, okay, we've got the Bee Sting Blade. Each can be used 1 time each turn, deals 10 damage. When an item in this column is used, this item is refreshed and can be used again. We're honestly getting to the point that this blade is not that useful for me. But we definitely need to move some things around. Also, what is this? A lightning ring. When mana flows through, deals 1 damage. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. We've also got a couple of other things. We're definitely going to want to grab this. So let me see about setting up our backpack right now. I'm getting to the point where the teddy bear sword is not really the be-all, end-all of our strategy for winning at this point. Okay, after much back and forth, I think this is the way we're going to set up. Now, I'm keeping the teddy bear sword, even though the teddy bear sword now at this point is not my primary source of damage. It is still a consistent source of damage that I can use if for some reason I don't want to use this combo. I can still output a decent amount. It's a consistent 39 damage a turn based on my full energy reserves. Not only that, but I can activate the shield, which will trigger the 6 damage from the rare candy blade, 10 damage from the bee sting blade. It will inflict 18 damage from the jade axe, and also 5 damage from the vampiric blade, which will heal me for 5 health, thanks to the citrine. The jade axe, I don't know in what turn order this will trigger, but it will potentially mean that the bee sting blade will do 11 and that the vampiric blade will do 6. We'll have to see how that goes. Now, as for the lucky shiv and the golden shift, we can still use those. So we've got a lot of damage output at this point, especially if we start bulking up with the poison, which now 2 items can remove from us. So we've got some overhealing going on. I am liking this. It might be more useful to have the vampiric blade down here, but honestly, trying to get everything to fit in this was hard enough as it was, so I think this is what we're going to roll with for now. I am shedding some decent block, though. That is a little bit of a concern. This was 5 before, so we've shed 5, and we've lost an extra 1 because this is no longer touching the shield. We've still got this, but it isn't giving us as much block as it used to because of the positioning, which is kind of a problem, actually. I suppose if I move these around, this will still get all of the damage it was getting before, but this now does have 4 items below. That's actually the better build. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and roll out. We'll see what we can do. The next fight is going to be our test. We've got sentries. Okay. Well, first and foremost then, we've got some weak coming our way. We've got some rage being applied. We've got a decent amount of overall damage being shared out. Let's have this activate. There we go. That's 1 down already. And we can add a bit of poison. There we go. I should have possibly done that first, if I'm perfectly honest. But I guess it doesn't matter too much if we do this. There we go, down to 5. Oh, actually, you're going to die by yourself. I should have done that first then, if I'm honest. There we go. No particular damage came our way. Let's just bring you down within striking distance of our lucky shiv. There we are, and we win. Let's see what we get. Okay, we've got Hungry Mana Stone. This is another rare. We've got a top hat. On take damage, gain 1 gold. You really just want me to hurt, don't you? The game is going out of its way to make this happen. I'm going to get rid of that ring, because of course I'm not going to leave the top hat behind. I mean, come on now. Does it give it any block? No, it just helps out if I take damage. Fair enough. I'm not really sure if we're going to be able to get all of the items out for the tote fight that I'm kind of banking on. We're going to see. But this is a lot of damage, so I guess I'm hoping that I'll be able to just out-damage Tote. Ooh, there's the keg. Create a drink in this room. A couple of folks mentioned that it's a way of getting frothy drinks, and that would be the keg. Unfortunately, we have no room for this glorious device, but one day, I assure you, one day we will use it. But for now, I'm just checking to see if there's anything absolutely run-making that I would otherwise abandon. I've got a key, so I may as well use said key. It's why we've been carrying it around in here. There we go. We've got the Dueling Sword. Can be used 1 time each combat. Deals 25 damage. We've also got the Black Mana Stone. Adjacent or diagonal Mana Stones are destroyed. When adjacent or diagonal Mana Stone is destroyed, the permanently increases mana cost by 1 and permanently add 1 to max mana capacity. The Dueling Sword is better than the Beasting Sword. Is better than the Paladin Sword. Huh. Well, I think pretty much that is the option. We're going to grab you, and if I can get an extra space, I will make use of it. However, we don't have that extra space right now, so we're just going to have to say goodbye to the Paladin Sword. I'm so resistant to saying goodbye to that because I bought it. And that's a silly reason to hold on for something, frankly. Especially when I'm swimming in money, as I am. We'll bring this along. There we go. Alright, I mean, I could have gone here, sold off some things, but there's just nothing for me to do there, realistically. We don't need money for what we're about to go and try and take on. Alright, the Enchanted Swamp Finale. Now, we only need that item which will help reduce incoming damage when we're fighting Tote. Assuming we get that far. But considering the obnoxious amount of damage that I am about to aim at Her Majesty here, I don't think that's a concern. Also, I could just keep using this because I've got the cash. I suppose that is true. But there's just something about using it for free. I don't know what it is, but I deeply appreciate being able to use it for free. So let's go ahead and start stacking the poison on you. Right, want to take you out before you become a problem. So let's get a little bit more poison on the go. There we are. 1 and then 2. Oh, I miscalculated. This is only doing 6. Oh, it's because the citrine had moved. Never mind. That's my bad. Oh, well, you're dead anyway, so it's not really much of a worry for me. Let's get a little bit more damage protection. We are going to lose a bunch of my gear, though, in this next attack. That's a bit of a pain. Yep, there we go. All of those are now going to be disabled, which is an issue for me. Let's see how much this can do. Let's stack this up as well. 1 and then 2. Brings you within the poison limit. And these are just going to keep getting more powerful as time goes on. So that should be fine for the time being. Now, what I don't want is for you to stack these enemies up too aggressively. So let's go ahead, get some more poison on the go, and the fact that I can just heal out of that is absolutely glorious. Let's take you down. We're going to do 6 and then 6. There we go. I mean, I could just keep using this. I've got the cash, and I might want to do that just to clear the field a little bit. Some damage being taken there. And you know what? Sure, let's just go ahead and build up my weapons here. There's no reason not to. And I get one of the uses back. Let's go ahead and wallop you at this point. There we are. Bring you down. There we go. I should have actually used that a little bit earlier. But this is now adding 15 poison a pop. Yeah, I'm fairly confident at this stage. And, of course, every time we kill something, we're getting more haste, which is a big, big help. Let's clear the way over here and restore some of my cash reserves. There we go. Again, I keep forgetting to use that early. I don't know. Now you're dead. So there we go. Right, we win. And at this point, we can go and fight Toad. Now, if you thought I was about to forget, take that. No, of course we're not going to forget. However, no idea how we're going to work this in. I guess I could just replace the teddy bear sword. That's honestly not a bad call, I would say. But it does appear that because, well, the chest of valuables, we don't see the fight with Toad. So I guess Toad is gone. All right. Sure. So we were carrying around Toad's totem for nothing. Is there anything in here that I can just drop? I mean, I don't actually care about bringing this back. I think everything we've got here is more valuable somehow. In an odd way. Is there anything in here that I really don't need? I mean, maybe Toad's totem isn't necessary. And you know what? No. We're leaving behind the cheese. This was just a case of seeing if we could get back through here. And we got a spare run out of it, I guess. But it is a little bit frustrating because now we've missed Toad's dialogue options. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm sure you can find Toad's dialogue out there somewhere. But for us, let's go ahead and see everyone here. Toad is over here. Let's go and have a chat with you, since we did technically win that battle, even though it didn't feel like it. For a mammal, you're pretty tough. Except, you know, I completely took you out by being your friend, which is even more embarrassing. My magic didn't slow you down at all. It did. It killed me. You almost broke my glasses. I'm so sorry about that. As a glasses wearer, I hope you will one day forgive me. So I was thinking I would join you, if that's okay. Sure. Banished by the elder frogs, her backpack is blessed by the dreaming tree. Magical carvings, spored. Each turn, she is in danger. Not every day you meet someone with a magic backpack. My backpack came from a magic tree. It's called the dreaming tree, the first sprout of the mother tree, where all magic comes from. Why did this tree give you a magic backpack? I don't know. A gift from the mother tree is incredibly rare. I think perhaps cultists have found the distant roots of the mother tree. They're seeking to destroy it. Yet, ever since receiving the gift, I'm drawn to the dungeon. I may be only a meager apprentice, but I see that the backpack and the dungeon are connected. In attuning to my backpack, I feel I will learn the secrets of the dungeon. Where did you get that thing anyway? I found it down there. Interesting. It's clear that the backpacks are the key to the chaos that rules the dungeon. How I do not know. Okay, tutorial. The run ends after Area 1. We will get golden seed, sells for 12 extra food, treasure, and building materials. And we'll get a lost spark, which of course we very much need. I have a lot to learn. Can't wait to get adventuring. So much to learn. Well, you know, you're not going to have to wait that long, because you're definitely going to be the person we take out next. However, there was one other thing that someone told me to check out, and are you around? There should be a blacksmith somewhere in here that I can talk to. Great job completing the whetstone task. There we go. A forge. Forges can now be found in the dungeon. Oh my god. For all this time we haven't taken this. You're going to be seeing some of my friends. Tell them Felix sent you. Very well. I shall definitely do that. I think our father still wants us to build the house. Could you rebuild our cottage? You know what? We're getting to the point that maybe soon. I still have one or two things to do. I feel so bad about the fish. All right. So first and foremost, what are we going to build? Because there's been a schoolhouse on the cards for a while. And until I've got all of these things, I just feel bad about spending time building my own stuff. Even though it's for my fun. Well, it kind of lets me off a little bit. Commercial decorations, really? Oh, I wasn't expecting that, honestly. Well, maybe down here, then? We could kind of have it tucked away down there? Sure, we can tuck it away down there. And then we'll run a little path out to the schoolhouse. And it'll look great. We can even pop down a couple of items here and there. Yeah, we'll have another crate right there. I know I could make this so much more efficient, and I don't. And I wish I cared, because a lot of people do. And it's not, I'm genuinely not trying to troll you. As much as sometimes I'll hammer up, haha, I'm farming your tears, blah, blah. I'm not. I realize that I could make this better, and there's a part of me that wishes I would. The dark Aavak part of me. They're just raging, screaming about ethics coming after efficiency. But I just like building things beautiful. Right, let's have a quick gander. Right, we can give the warm drink. It does look like we got this here. Fantastic. We've got a fish. Fisherman, I'm coming. I'm coming, fisherman. I'm so sorry it's been so long. I didn't realize I had a fish. Got any fish for me? I do. That's a fish, all right. Little something for your trouble. Fishy business. You start with these. What? Okay, fair enough. A fish sword. Okay. I appreciate the fish. Maybe we could catch some more right here in town. Oh, I can now build a fishing sack. Creates 5 food while you are in the dungeon for each water tile nearby, plus 7% efficiency. There we go. All right. I smell a crawdad something. What do crawdads smell like? Fishing shack. I can't afford to build that anyway, but... Alright, well, that was fantastic. We've actually been completing crazy amounts of jobs at the moment. Oh, do we have anything to research now? Sorry about that. I'll come back in a bit. Right, no, I don't wish to vote for the mayor just yet. What I want to do, now that we've done that, I can have a look for any specific items that I have. We have got the night shield. Let's go ahead and use that. There we go. Fantastic. You're no longer going to get the double effect of some items. Up until this point, there have been a couple of instances where if you use an item, it would complete several different items simultaneously. That is no longer the case. Sad to say. Oh, I left the paladin sword behind. I didn't check that. Oh, the Venom Sword is such a good sword as well. That was very much my own silly fault there, I'm afraid. Right, have we got anything for the arrows? No, doesn't look like it. Got anything over here? Oh, got a couple of new items that have popped up. Probably to do with Tote, I should imagine. There's some magic items we're going to need there. We've got a gem over here. You know what? Sure, we'll use the citrine. Of course. Why wouldn't that be the case? However, we can use this one. You know what? Let me go back. Aha! I caught myself this time. It's just a diamond anyway. Who needs diamonds? So now I'm out of the dungeon. I'm so happy with that being over. I've forgotten the whole thing of take your time, measure your decisions, and go through your mental checklist. Alas, liquid armor for that one. There we go. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to go through. We're just going to use up whatever we've got. Consumable there, that's fine. Do I have anything I can grab? I don't. I could invest in that, but it won't unlock anything for me right now. Nope, nothing else there. How about down here? We've got 24, which we could unlock with that. That one doesn't really seem that satisfying for me, but sure, okay, we'll get the Aged Shield. There we are. Aged Shield unlocked, and that might in turn unlocks the option to build something else as well, which would be very nice. I do want to get that dagger as a bit of an important one. A cleaver there. So we're getting along towards getting the King Cleaver. And edging bit by bit towards being able to do a cleaver run. It will happen eventually. Maybe we should do a bow run at some point as well. I'll use the magic wand. There we go. We're building up towards the fire wand. I think we may well be at the point now. I mean, I could start going through using my treasures. We've got the Ring of Rage there unlocked. Since we do have quite a few treasures available at this stage, we can go for this one. Weapons in this row get +2 damage. That's actually quite a nice one. There we are. Any others? Yes, we can go for the Blast Mace. Sure. On kill, creates a blessing. Now that one sounds very intriguing. I've not really played around with blessings before. Blessed sword. Okay, we've got some options. Right, with that done, let's go and sell everything. And I think we're going to hold on to whatever cash we end up with after that. Right, let's go ahead and pretty much just sell the lot, really. There we go. That's actually a lot of gear. My goodness. Very much appreciate this. Right, let's have a chat. What can I teach you about today? Teach me about the dungeon, about Aavak Hill. We'll just say hello. We'll just say hello today. Such a smart young girl. Well, thank you. Alright, there we are. Okay, well, we've got a fair bit of cash just sat in the backpack. Do we want to try and get a fishing shack up and running? Is it a good place for a fishing shack for us? I would say, obviously, somewhere right next to all... Oh, wow, okay, that's a decent one, I would say. Maybe over there, possibly here. Maybe there would be good. But I don't think we're going to get a better option than the one we just took. Perhaps if we put the fishing shack right here as well, that would be a different one. Let's actually have a look at this. So if we have a look at you, you've got 287%, 41 times fishing shack. Let's shimmy you up here and see what we get. We may as well just pop you a couple of places. Well, that one's definitely not going to do any better. But what about here? 34. Okay, no, that's good enough. We'll leave this one down here then. The fishing... I want something to make this look nicer, but we're just going to have this as it is. We'll draw a little path out there. We can just imagine there's a way in the back, and then this is a little dedicated fishing pier there. There we go. Not too bad. Let's shimmy the houses around a little bit, though. Make them look a bit nicer. There we are. All right, do I have enough for our house? We do! Is there anything else I need? No, there isn't. Okay, we're going to get our own house. I finally feel that we're allowed to. We're going to draw a little path all the way out. Look at that. We've got a little flower outside as well. How delightful. There we are. Aavak Hill is really starting to come together. I am so happy with what we managed to do today. We have got a shocking amount of treasure just building up. We've also got quite a few new things showing up over here. Let's have a quick gander, see if it'll point out what it is. It doesn't really say there. What's happened here is that basically we have unlocked something which has now... Ah, there we are. So the row chain star creates shurikens in each empty space in this row. Deals 6 damage and then is destroyed. My lord, that sounds absolutely fantastic. I wonder if you can get to a point where you've got shurikens that make shurikens that make... Well, shurikens that make shurikens that make themselves. A printer that prints printers, effectively. I certainly hope so. But for now, it's time for us to go adventuring, and I think it is... We've been trying to get to Tote for so long, we have to take Tote with us. So Tote, banished by the Elder Frogs, her backpack is blessed by the Dreaming Tree. Magical carvings spawn each turn she is in danger. We will go on the Tote tutorial. Let's go adventuring. Okay. But that is where we're going to have to wrap this episode up. Oh my lord, really? Your backpack looks like frogs. I love it. Truly, I do. But we're going to have to see how Tote plays in the next episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed this one. It's turned into such a long one, ultimately. But I had fun on the run, regardless. That was actually quite a cool run towards the end with the shield just doing all of the attacking for us. That is something that maybe we will have to look to see if we can replicate it more consistently in the future. But that really is all the time we have for today. So until next time, and as always, from me, and of course from Tote, to take care.